Welcome to the Total Woman. I have Saskia Bergmans with us this evening, and it's such a treat for me to meet you. Your name has been on my, what they used to say, Rolodex for about 3 years, and everyone I know goes to you for yoga class and raves about you and says, oh, she's the best. You don't, every time I say, gee, I think I might be interested in yoga, they go, you have to see Saskia. That's who you have to go to. And so I've had this image of what you look like. You don't look anything like it. You're much more beautiful and much more elegant.
Thank you.
And you walked in tonight and I didn't recognize you, and we laughed and talked, and it was like, now I feel like I've known you for years. Yeah. All the 3 years everybody else has been
We caught up in 5 minutes.
Yes, it's true. It's true. Tell me how you became interested in yoga.
I don't know. It just made sense to me. I just wanted to know more. I didn't actually know that much. I was just like this. It just really drew me, and I think it was really my heart speaking and just listening. I think that's when I first started listening to my heart and listening to, rather than the voices in the head, listening to hear and what really was passionate and what really made me excited. So yeah, that's how it started. And it started in Europe, in the Netherlands, and 1 class a week, 2 classes a week, 3 classes a week. And then my teacher said, your teacher's doing a teacher training, you need to do it. And I was like, next year. There might not be a next year, now. I was like, okay. And it just evolved as it does. Yeah.
How did it change for you from being a student to becoming a teacher? Was it better? Was it more rewarding?
It became more rewarding. I never realized
I would think so.
how rewarding it was. And the shoe's on the other foot. So you begin to build on your knowledge with each new body that comes in, and each pose that we do. You begin to perceive the body in a different way and start to puzzle, what words do I need to use in order to guide this person through this pose? How can I educate them about their bodies so that they can live more fully in their body? How can I help them feel into their feet more? How can I help them feel into their shoulders, into their arms? And you begin to find a way to navigate through that. And there's a whole language that you begin to form, everyone to their own. And it's an ongoing journey. It's wonderful.
It sounds wonderful.
Yeah.
So it's personal.
Very much so.
How many people would you have in a class? Or does that vary dramatically?
It varies. Yeah, I do privates as well, one-on-one, and I also teach to the community as a whole, so it varies. Yeah.
I love the idea that you take each body separately, because many of us have had injuries, many of us have had surgery, and although your body still works really well, it definitely has limitations. And what many people have told me, many of your students have told me, is that doesn't matter. That you go and maybe you don't do downward facing dog. We have a little joke here from the crew a little bit earlier. We chanted that when we were taking pictures, which was really kind of fun. Very specialized just for you. Each of the poses has, I would assume, a perfect position.
Yes, I hesitate.
The textbook, I know, I understand.
Because they say there's never the perfect pose. Yes. But yeah, it is. And the beauty is that there are always adjustments, props, ways to work with the body to support the body to your specific needs.
Yes.
So that's part of the puzzle too as a teacher. Like, okay, how do I work with this person so that they can experience it in the most fruitful way for them in this moment in time?
Does it grow strength? Does the body become stronger?
Yes, and it's also the mind becomes stronger too. And even this morning as I was teaching class, I had them preparing for handstand, and our minds are like, I can't do that. And yet slowly we begin to build into the pose, and then the body shows us that we can. So we suddenly have changed our frame of reference and expanded our perception of who we are just in the course of a class, and it's empowering.
Of course.
So even if it's not handstand or headstand or an inversion per se, even all poses offer those same fruits, if you will, and those same rewards, because they bring us beyond where we expect we can go sometimes.